I thought my music should include, or think, like, trying to think what, but just, maybe I wasn't quite as sure what my genre was at that time. I'm trying to pull influences from different places. That was in the very beginning, whereas I learned through the process that the purest, most honest form of the song is the one that's going to connect with people. That's my experience anyway. So in that sense, as a songwriter, I definitely changed and just tried to focus on what the real element of each song was. And I think sonically, it definitely became a lot more defined in those 2 years that I, was really honing the album. So yeah, I would say I was able to incorporate more of my influences, and learn how to do that. So there's the soulful stuff, and then there's also, I'm from the UK, and I'm influenced by a lot of stuff that is from there. So Radiohead was a big influence for me, Imogen Heap, and the kind of stuff that sonically for me is exciting. So yeah, I'd say it kind of took on a sonic journey and a songwriting journey over that time. Yeah. Good question. Yeah. Hey.
Hi, Daley.
Okay.
My question was, what was your favorite track to record on the album?
Favorite track to record? It's strange because it's like trying to say, which is your favorite child? Which of your children do you prefer? No, I'd say this first song, Time Travel, is actually, the process of making that song was amazing. It was very fluid. I worked with a producer called Elangelo, he's from Toronto, and he previously done some stuff with The Weeknd, did some of his mixtapes and stuff like that. So I knew I was going to get an interesting sonic from him. But we hadn't met before, so we went to the studio. This is in LA, and it's always strange writing a song with someone you've never met, because it's like, do you go out for dinner first and get to know each other, or do you just get into it, But really, you just have to get into it because the clock's ticking. So we just sat down in the studio, and he was kind of playing with drums, and then I decided to, usually I would sit there for a while and just think about lyrics or melodies, but I was like, you know what, let me just go in to the booth and just see what happens. So we just had this drum pattern, and I started to just kind of hum into the mic, and I didn't know, but he was actually recording it, and then he managed to, out of the notes I was humming, he kind of built like a harmony bed, like a chord bed, which then became the song's, chords. And then he played it back to me, so then I stayed in the booth and just started to sing, and literally the whole song was recorded in about 30 minutes. So we spent a bit of time tweaking afterwards, but I've written songs quickly, but probably never that quickly. It was just like we went in, and then by the time I left the booth, the song was recorded. So I really enjoyed that. I'm quite proud of that, actually. Yeah. How you doing?
Hi. Love your voice.